Yo, what's good, y'all? Today we are here with Mychal Yharbrough, defensive back of the Miami, Ohio RedHawks. Mychal, please feel free to introduce yourself. Who is Mychal Yharbrough, really?
What's going on, y'all? I'm Mychal Yharbrough. I'm a DB from Miami University, going into my junior year from Detroit, Michigan. Played high school in Belleville. Yeah, man, I'm ready to ball out. Have a phenomenal year.
Wanted to give a quick shout out before hopping into the interview. I am now a college football contributor for The Read, a brand new platform striving to let you at home get to know the voices of the G5. I will be doing lots of interviews just like this one, as well as a lot of other great content. Go ahead and drop a follow on X at The Read HQ. Hope you enjoy. Sweet, sweet. So you play for Miami, Ohio. Let's talk a little bit about your roots coming out of Belleville in Michigan. You know, what was the culture like playing there? How to prepare you for college ball?
It really prepared me for college ball with playing with a lot of guys that played college ball because we had a lot of guys before me, under me, and even in my class that went D1. And our coaches, they run a strict program, so it was a lot of film study and offensive breakdown, all that type of stuff to prepare us for the teams that we played. And I say that definitely prepared me for college, definitely.
Sounds good. So it seems like y'all had a pretty great structure going on there. Let me go ahead and take you back to a couple moments that I kind of discovered through my research on you from back in those days. First one being, uh, he had one screen the whole game. I heard a little competitive banter right there in that moment. Why don't you tell everybody what it was like having to cover a legend son like Antonio Gates Jr.?
Man, that was dope. We played him twice that season. That was my junior year. I believe that was his senior year. And the first time we played him, he got off a little bit, but we still came out with the dub. And then the second game, we made an emphasis to make them win with their other players and not him. So he had one screen for I think 1 yard or -1 yard, something like that. And end of the game, they tried to throw a post to him. I think it was like last play of the game they tried to throw him a post, and I jumped it, picked it off, and that was a ball game.
In the D1 regional final too, right?
Yes, sir.
Dang, for real. That's a major moment, for sure. And then the following year, so you played the defense. Then at the same time, the following year, you were catching passes from Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
That is insane. Now he's about to start his journey in Michigan. There's a lot of hype around him. How was he as a teammate back then? Like, and even today, like if the opportunity came up to face him again as an opponent, would you take him up on that opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bryce the dog. He was a freshman when I was a junior when we won our first state championship. So him being able to do that, that's just great stuff. From a young guy. And then his sophomore year, we won my senior year. And just going against we won states again. But yeah, just going against him every day in practice, it definitely is helping him because he's young. Going against an older guy, that's going D1. And for me, it helped me because he's one of the top quarterbacks coming out of he was probably the top quarterback coming out of high school. So just going against him is really helping me, build my game and things like that.
So obviously he's a phenomenal athlete, but you as well, because I hear that Belleville, they're with their coaching staff, they're pretty known for producing a lot of two-way players. So you didn't want to go two-way when you got to college.
Nah, really, really, I played offense in high school to because I knew I could, and that helped the team. But my DB coach, Dewan Rogers, he really pushed me to play DB. So that was really my main focus. I had a couple offers to play receiver, but I just love DB, man. That's what I want to do. So that's what I stuck with.
For sure. I mean, me personally, in flag football, I played both ways. uh, you know, I never really did much with it. It was just rec stuff. But I guess jumping ahead to your college career. You've played in 9 games as a true freshman. That's seen a lot of time as a freshman. You ended up finishing with 4 tackles.
Mhm.
Then most recently last year, you saw a lot started showing a lot of flashes. From what I've seen, 7 games, 4 starts, 23 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. Saw you miss some time, unfortunately. I was sorry to hear about that, but how's the recovery process going with that?
The recovery process is going good. I'm just taking it, one day at a time. Just staying on the regimen that my trainers and my strength coach and PT got going for me, and I'm ready to go.
Definitely, for sure, for sure. And as you're looking to build momentum going into the 2025 season, what's keeping you hungry?
Just really, really the injury and I'm not like one of those guys that has some some outward reason to want to be great or nothing like that. I just want to be great for me. Obviously that's my family and all that, but I just want to be great. So I try to work my behind off to be a great DB. That's my plan.
That's great. I mean, that's self-driven hunger right there, for sure, for sure. Speaking of hungry, what are your thoughts on Lefty's cheesesteaks in Michigan?
I
Is
like
is that one of your spots?
Yeah, lefties. Yeah, lefties is a banger. Definitely. Yeah, if you go to Michigan, yeah, definitely hit lefties.
For sure, for sure. Okay. And with Miami, wearing the Red Hawk jersey? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, man. It's funny. I think it was I think I was going into my junior. I think I was going into my senior year or my junior year, and one of the coaches that came down, they was like, check out Miami. Like, I know you big time there, but check out Miami. And it's just funny how things end up playing out. I end up coming here, and I love it, man. Red and white means a lot, love and honor. And yeah, we just gotta get us another MAC championship, make that college football playoff.
For sure. And I'm just curious because I've never really been out to Ohio. What is there really to do around there? What's the campus like? What's the stuff going on outside of that?
Campus life is cool. It's we get a lot of students, a large student population. But I like it because it's not like it's stuff to do, but it's not too much to do. It's
Yeah.
uh pretty rural area. So, I just like to go bowling for real and just stick to football in class.
Okay. Okay. And so you do like any competitive bowling like that?
Uh just with the guys for real. Nothing too crazy. But if anybody want, any smoke, we can definitely do that.
Got you. And I know that I also know that your brother Desmond, he's coming in and joining the squad this coming year.
Yeah.
What is that connection going to be looking like for us fans watching at home?
It's gonna be dope, It's gonna be cool because we already got the little brotherly connection. When we get on the field, we be in tune for real. So it's just getting him up to speed and getting him prepared for the college life and how everything goes. And he catching along good. So yeah, he gonna be ready.
I mean, y'all were built right. Y'all both part of the Yharbrough squad. I seen. Uh, and have y'all played on a team together like before, like on the same team?
We played a little bit my senior year, his sophomore year. We played a little bit, but before that, not really.
And as he's looking to get his bearings and earn his stripes, with Miami himself, do you have any pieces of advice that you're giving him as he's going into that journey?
Yeah, definitely. Just to really stay focused and to just do everything the right way. When you do everything the right way, the coaches they trust you. You start to gain confidence, and it just helps you overall. Staying in the playbook, staying on top of your school, treatment, all that, and everything will fall into place.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then talking about the rest of the Miami team, y'all have been pretty damn good the past couple seasons. Obviously, not all the way up just yet, but it seems like some people going into the season are talking about in the G5 space, whether it be Twitter, podcasts, et cetera, whatever the case may be. It seems like they're sleeping on Miami this year.
Mhm.
And again, y'all have been pretty good the past couple of seasons. So are you buying into that? What's your outlook for the 2025?
I mean, it's. I feel like it's always better to be looked at as an underdog and whatnot, and then showing them, you know. But but yeah, we acquired some new guys. We got a lot of young guys, a lot of young talent. So it's really just us molding together, just learning the plays, and yeah, we gonna be ready. If they sleeping, it's all good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. And obviously, you've gone through so many levels of football in your life, different teams, different teammates, different coaches. Um, there's always that one coach though that sees the version of you before anybody else did. Who is that coach or coaches for you?
For high school, I'd probably say Dewan Rogers. He uh, he was the DB coach at Tiffin last year. Yeah, he really helped develop me. Him and Coach Jermaine Crowell, they really helped develop me as a DB. Just being a technician of the game and all that. And then for college, I say Coach RJ Blanton. He's with the I forget what NFL team he's with right now, but he with the NFL team, and he really pushed me through my freshman and sophomore years of college. Just on me, just learning everything, body position, eyes, technique, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely say those coaches.
Definitely. And outside of football, do you have any inspirations that stick out to you as that you hold close to your heart?
Inspirations. I just really want to be one of the greats. I see Dion, you see guys like that. Pastor Tane, guys I look up to in the league, and really I just want to be noted as one of the greats. So I just got to keep grinding, and it'll come.
Definitely. And related to that, looking ahead here, what are your thoughts about your goals for the future in football? I would imagine you have the draft potentially on your mind. Of course, you want to be great. What does that look like for you?
Just staying healthy and just continuing to grow as a football player. It's never a time where I know too much or I get too good or any of that. So I just got to keep working, keep grinding, in all aspects of the game, special teams, everything, and my time will come.
For sure. And speaking of the draft, I actually saw, you were in a draft day commercial. Is that right? When it was held in Detroit, what was it like being part of that before actually getting the invite yourself?
That was cool, man. That was dope. My coach had a connection. One of my coaches from high school, he had a connection. And yeah, they had an idea because they wanted to use me, but then when they realized I had three younger brothers, they was like, okay, we could do the younger like age progression with it. So we all they used all of us for it. My parents too. It was dope. Yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome. And were you the only person that was like selected for that commercial, or who else was with that with you?
Yeah, just me and my family. Honestly, yeah, I had some coaches that were involved, and there was a couple other people, like a couple fans and some cheerleaders and stuff that they used for the video as well. But yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, it probably when I edit the video, I'll drop the clip for everybody to watch. But that is super cool for sure. And kind of wrapping up here, what were some of your absolute favorite moments for you in throughout your whole career that you could tell us about?
My first one is my first one's definitely probably that Fortson game, my junior year, the one we were talking about when I picked up Antonio Gates Jr. I had another pick that game too, so that was hype. And for college, uh, I'd probably say my forced fumble versus Riley Leonard Notre Dame. Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah, yeah, I did watch that one for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, that was a super cool moment. I'm sure there's a lot more to come as well. And last question for you: is there anything else you think people should know about you that we haven't yet covered in the episode?
a big believer in Christ. We've got to keep God first in everything. Without him, I wouldn't be here, obviously. And family also. Family plays a big part. It's my parents. They sacrificed a lot. I got 8 younger brothers and sisters, so I know it was a lot on them when I was younger to try to get me up to speed and whatnot. But yeah, definitely that.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's super dope. And Mychal, where can people find you? For those watching here at home, where can they find you? How can they keep up with you?
You can follow my Instagram at Maserati Mikey 24, and that's really the only social media I have for real. But yeah,
All right, for sure. All right, for sure. Well, appreciate it. I appreciate you hopping on here, and this is one of my first interviews in a minute, so bear with me with the questions and stuff. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you do, and eventually when you make the league, I'm looking forward to having you back on here if you want.
definitely, definitely, you can definitely do that.
All right, appreciate it, man.